You're following the rules. You save consistently, you invest every month, you avoid obvious mistakes. But still, the sense of progress doesn't come. Your balance grows slowly, almost mockingly. Years pass, numbers move, but the feeling doesn't. It doesn't feel like progress. It feels like wasted energy. At this point, most people think they're doing something wrong. They compare themselves to others and quietly ask, why isn't this working for me? But this stage isn't failure, it's friction. The part that's usually skipped is this. In the beginning, the burden is entirely on you, not on the markets, not on returns, not even on compound interest. Only on consistency. When your starting capital is small, returns are mathematically quiet. They exist, but not enough to be felt. That's why motivation disappears here. There's no emotional feedback, only delayed results. If you're in this stage right now, ask yourself, are you measuring progress by feeling or feel, or by structure? Every system needs a foundation before it accelerates. But this stage goes unnoticed. It isn't impressive, it doesn't get applause. This is the phase where consistency matters more than intelligence. At this point, patience outperforms planning. Most people quit here not because it doesn't work, but because it doesn't feel like it's working. A moment arrives, not dramatic, not announced, and the numbers slowly turn in your favor. Your money stops being passive, it starts participating, returns compete with contributions, then they overtake them. This is where the snowball effect begins. It doesn't arrive early, and it doesn't arrive for everyone at the same time. But when it does, effort is no longer the only engine. Here's the core misunderstanding. Compound interest is not linear, it's asymmetric. The same habit produces completely different results depending on timing. That's why early starters appear luckier. They aren't smarter, they're simply positioned closer to momentum. If you've ever wondered whether time or skill matters more, this is the answer. Ironically, this is exactly where people make their worst decisions. The moment the first sense of acceleration appears, lifestyle expands, spending increases, contributions slow down. The snowball isn't big enough yet, but comfort interrupts it, so ask yourself this: if momentum is just starting to form, why would you stop feeding it now? You can't hack compound interest, but you can protect it. Building systems is more effective than staying motivated. Consistency beats optimization. The system rewards those who can stay boring long after boredom begins. This is exactly where wealth separates from appearance. As the numbers grow, the real challenge becomes identity. The real loss happens when patience is abandoned. They don't sabotage returns, they sabotage patience. They trade long-term freedom for short-term comfort. Not because they're careless, but because once struggle fades, waiting no longer feels natural. The question becomes this: after it gets easier, can you still maintain discipline? The snowball effect isn't only financial. It's about optionality. The moment your assets matter more than your effort, your relationship with time changes. This channel isn't about shortcuts, it's about recognizing when momentum activates and not stepping in its way. When you reach this point, would you let it accelerate or slow it down to get comfortable?